all these honorees. You know, so many times when we have these events, I would like to make sure that we acknowledge your role and your part in bringing us very fine students to the University of Memphis. It's not a small role that you play in the life of these really fine students. I'd like to talk to the students tonight for a few brief minutes about 3 key characteristics of leadership. There's been lots of people who told me, said, you've had a lot of achievements in your life, but they don't know the whole story. The whole story is, I believe that good leaders find something that they're really passionate about. And it doesn't even matter if no one pays you. And I certainly have volunteered to teach at many, many times in many different places. I even taught in high school. No one liked algebra but me. No one liked geometry but me. And so I taught everybody in my neighborhood. So early on, I kind of recognized that maybe this might be my passion. But then other things got in the way. I got married straight out of high school. I did not have 1 degree. I was lucky that I had a very wonderful husband whom I like to tell all of the faculty I am still married to today. And because I love students and I love teaching so much, I went on and earned 3 degrees. And as I've told the faculty too, I have a child for every degree. So what that tells you is sometimes a leader has stumbling blocks in their way, or they may have challenges that come along, but you have everything you need to be successful in whatever you have passion about. I can't remember a time, even when I was at home taking care of a 4-year-old, I found a way to teach. I taught the play group of 4-year-olds. This is absolute truth. And then when the 6-year-old went to, in Catholic we have, you know, a school where we go over and we teach little kids catechism, I found myself at home teaching 6-year-olds. Although my ultimate passion was really to teach in college. And I never lost sight of the fact that it would happen. And it did happen. And I was so proud the day that I walked off there, because I think when you earn all those degrees, when you have a family, they deserve a degree too. So I want to again give everybody in here, all of the family, a hand for all the degrees that are in this room. And along with that passion, I believe it's important to show integrity in all you do. I believe that you have the finest intellect, all of these students in this room, but that intellect must be combined with integrity in whatever you do. That means that when you step up and you have a leadership role, remember that it's important to really, really step up and do what's right in all circumstances. And I think so much of the time we don't talk about how important that is to our brightest and our best students like you. Sometimes you will be challenged by those that you are leading, but you must remember that you are the model of all that that institution or that job entails. So when it's time to do right, and everything else will fall into place. It may be difficult sometimes. You may even have a boss who doesn't agree with you, and most of the time they may not. But it's still important to step right up, stand up, and be the kind of leader you are and show the kind of integrity you have. Last but not least, and Matthew warned me that I wasn't to talk too long, so I won't. Knowing Matthew, he'll get me off the stage. But basically, it's also very important to realize that leaders sometimes, in taking the institution or your job forward, you must follow, which always seems kind of odd when we talk about leadership. But sometimes it's very important to demonstrate to a faculty what might be the role that you wish someone to play, and then you have to step out of that limelight and let your faculty or let those people, graduate students, shine. That means that you are following, but you are still leading. I would like to acknowledge someone who's here tonight. It's just an accident that he is here. But when I think about a role model for a good faculty member who has a young woman like me come in to be his director, I would like to acknowledge one of your honorary members, Dr. John Malloy, who is on my faculty. John has a law degree and a PhD degree, and he served as the interim director until I could take my job. And since I've been at the University of Memphis, I cannot tell you another person that exemplifies the three characteristics that I have just said. John has great integrity. He certainly knew how to follow, and he's passionate if you've had him in those tax classes. So thank you again for having me speak tonight. I'm so proud that the School of Accountancy is well represented tonight. I'm proud to be a member of the University of Memphis, and I'm deeply, deeply honored by being an honorary member of the Golden Key. Thank you so much.